So the idea and concept of collaboration, for me, it's so meaningful, not just in the business part, but in life, because it speaks to our fundamental need for community and support. Hey friends, welcome to the Business of Homestaging podcast. This is your backstage pass to business intelligence for creatives. Are you driven by your passion for design and decorating so much that you're happy to do it for free? That was me until I made 6 figures in my first year as a home stager. Yes, real estate staging is serious business with the potential for 6 or even 7 figures in revenue. Your talent is a great start, but building a profitable business requires so much more than creating beautiful spaces. Get the boost of confidence you need to monetize your talent, keep your phones ringing, and your pipelines full. Grab the popcorn as I pull back the curtains on the best kept secrets with inspiring conversations and success stories of challenges, wins, and everything in between. I've made so many mistakes so you don't have to. If this Nigerian girl can do it, you, my friend, can do it too. Let's go. Today's subject is dedicated to something that's very close and dear to my heart, the idea of collaboration over competition. And who better to join me than my dear friend, colleague, and partner in creative crime, Chan Davies. The lovely Chan is a licensed real estate agent and CEO and principal stager of Stellar Interiors. She's also an incredible mom of 2 adorable little boys who keep her on her toes. Chan brings a unique personality to everything she does in her personal life as well, because she loves experimenting in the kitchen. I'm thrilled to have her here for a fun girl chat. Chan, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Joe Kay. I'm really thrilled to be here on your podcast. Very, very excited. Thank you so much. I love the collaboration that we have. Whatever we're doing, it's always a great time.
Okay, I don't enjoy cooking as much as you do, so you will have to cook and invite me.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to have you over, and I cook all types of cuisines. I love making what most people know as pho. One of my specialties is making steak as well. I have a sous vide machine that I'm very proud of. And I love the process of making it, and it comes out perfect every time. So every chance I get to sous vide something, I will do it.
Just put me on your guest list for next time.
Most definitely.
See, this is how I invite myself to things, right? I don't wait for invitation. I just invite myself.
The door is open. You have a key to my house. You can come anytime.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So let's talk about, we often hear this idea that as entrepreneurs, we're supposed to protect our turf, that competition is a battle. But I think that we both know that collaboration can be so much more powerful than competing. Even though we're in the same kind of business and we're in the same market, really, our friendship started as, let's talk about that. How did we even meet? Maybe you have a different perspective and idea, but I'll tell you from how I remember it. We started out as warehouse neighbors. Instead of borrowing sugar, we were borrowing sofas and trucks. I think it was 2019. You had just moved into the building, and we were both housed in this ginormous facility. And Chan would walk past my warehouse on our way to her warehouse, and she would stop by to say hi and chat. And that just kind of morphed into unintended collaboration and great friendship. So that's how I remember it. Do you have a different perspective?
That's exactly how I remembered it too. I feel like staging is such a new business in the industry that we really kind of leaned onto each other talking about business. And I've always respected you as a business owner. You're always so knowledgeable. Sometimes for me, I get caught up in the creative so much that you've also kind of helped to guide me into seeing things from a more business perspective as well. Just kind of one of the things that I kind of talked to you about, and I always peeked into your warehouse to see what goodies you have in there. But one of the things I remembered in our friendship is you kind of saying to me, "Hey, would you like some of these items?" And I just said, "Sure, why not?" And you just kind of mentioned to me you wanted to simplify some of your processes. And so from there, we just kind of started talking about our business. And from there, that nature of collaboration came so easily for the two of us because we felt we had each other. And of course, our personal relationship sparked from that as well. But we just learned so much from each other, I feel, in every single process of our business.
Yeah, so for me, from that perspective as well, yeah, we exchange ideas and things because they have been like, and now my office is located where I can actually walk out and look down into your warehouse. And I'll be like, girl, that sofa, I can see it, it's right there, and I want it right now. And I'm going to get my people to go and pick it up.
Well, you do have the keys to the kingdom.
I do, and I love it. So the idea of and concept of collaboration, for me, it's so meaningful, not just in the business part, but in life, because it speaks to our fundamental need for community and support. And there is a Nigerian proverb that my mom often said. I'll say it in Yoruba, which is my language, and then I'll translate it. It says, Ojo orun teye fo lai fara kanra. It just really translates into the sky wide and big enough for birds to fly without ever colliding with one another, which means there's plenty for all of us. It just speaks to the abundance mindset. And against that feeling of I have to hoard everything for myself, like there is not enough for everyone. There's plenty of business to be had, and we both understand and we know this. And there are times when maybe I'm too busy and I have somebody looking for staging and it fits what you offer, and I send them to you. And you do the same as well. Maybe it's a different style they're looking for. Because let's face it, let's talk about that for a moment. You and I have different styles, but similar in a way. Our designs are very clean because I do the contemporary minimalist, and you are like the glam girl. I can always rely on you when I need something like I need a gold stool, yo. If you ever need a gold stool, I'm telling you. I had this kitchen that was new construction and they had gold accents. And in my warehouse, I looked around, I had nothing gold. And I'm like, okay, I know exactly where to go. And of course, my girl hooked me up and we borrowed that gold stool and some other like gold accents. So she is like the glam queen. And because I know that I don't feel the need to stock up on those things because I know I can get them from you. They're not things that I normally use in my everyday design, but when I need it, I know where to go get it. And the same thing with you as well. You know the kinds of things that I have that will work when you need it, and you know where to find it. And we're always willing to share. And the good thing is that you actually started this, which is so awesome. Because I remember the first time I was going to borrow something from you, I came with, can I rent this? And we started with, okay, we were just getting to know one another. I'm like, okay, rent it and just give me whatever amount makes sense. And then later you came and you wanted to borrow something. We just looked at each other. We're just like, what are we doing? What's the point of the renting? And you were just like, you know what, just take it. And that's how it all started. And we would just like borrow things back and forth like that. So let's go back to your journey, because I want you to share a little bit about how did you get here from agenting to staging? And we have an inside joke where I call you the stagent. And in the groups, we hear all the time on Facebook, like, where stagers are mad at agents who stage and they're like, stay in your lane. I know you have opinions about that since you're wearing both hats very, very well. So I want you to talk about your journey, how you got into the staging business.
Yeah, sure. Yes. So I started out as an agent first. And when I had my first listing, I went ahead and had the home professionally staged. It was a little bit of a sticker shock to me. And I really liked what they did. I thought they did a good job. But parts of me thought, okay, I think I can do it too, you know? There's no reason why I can't do it. And so after that listing, when I had another one, I went ahead and rented furniture to stage for myself. But for me, I never really liked partial staging. I always wanted to be very full, very beautiful, because as an agent, I understood that a beautiful, full, professional looking stage is going to sell the house for the greatest ROI. And I valued staging, and I purely really thought that if anybody was ever on a tight budget, the one thing to always do is just to always stage it, because I always had felt that staging was a game changer. So I staged my first listing and it looked amazing. I absolutely loved it. I got so many compliments. A lot of my agent friends were like, "Oh my gosh, who's your stager? I really like your stager." And I said, "It's me, but I'm not ready to stage." I said I'll only be staging my own listings. Well, after that happened a few more times, I finally decided to open up to staging for everybody and go ahead and open up a staging business. And it's been a beautiful thing. I absolutely love staging, and I always want my staging and all of us stagers to rise up and just be professional. Charge what you're worth. It's an expensive business to run. We have to charge in the expectations that let people know that you're a professional, you have insurance, and that you are also setting up enough money aside to grow, because as time goes by, styles change or you need to add more stuff. Because when we're staging and we're moving things, there's some wear and tear in our furniture. So I love the direction that the home staging is going and being professional. And every day I'm seeing more photos come out with stagers really knocking out of the park. And it's just really kind of become the norm now. And, it just kind of needs to be that way in all markets across the world, really.
Yeah, yeah. So, how has collaboration helped your business, and how do you advise somebody who is, for example, shying away from collaborating with other people because the concerns are real? There are people who are like, what if they copy me? I don't want to give away my secret, but my own thing with that is, so what if somebody copies you and they actually do something good with it? That means we're all rising together. So, what do you say to someone who is still holding out on collaboration, and what other ways of collaborating can people do to help them advance? Because we all know that we can do more together.
Right. So for me, when it comes to collaboration, it is about lifting us all up as a community, and it lifts you up as, someone else too. But I truly do believe too that as businesses and as an individual person, we all bring something different and unique to the table, and something that's not been considered. Without collaboration, we're not sharing in those things, which is so important, because we all have so much to learn from each other. And it just really puts us in a professional stance when we collaborate, and you can have fun and have friendships along the way. Otherwise, it would be very lonely if you're just doing it, all by yourself, and, just looking at everybody as competition. You can't grow that way. And even with you and I, Joe K, in our collaboration, we've found there were times where I showed you, this is my quote, this is how I send it up, and you're like, I need to step it up. And there's times where I've asked you, well, what do you do with this? And I'm like, I need to change some of my structure here. So, it's just better when we all get better together. I think really the community of it is better. I think when we share in each other, we get more creative ideas. Like you mentioned also, I'm the glam queen and you are the contemporary queen, together we can have a better product, which is why when I wanted to offer holiday decorating, I decided to ask you if you would collaborate with me on that, because I feel when we work together, it's magic. Our styles just mix well together.
Totally. And I feel like even though we're collaborating and our styles are meshing and we're doing better together and more and bigger things together, there's still room for our unique style and personality to keep shining because we both have unique approaches. And so you don't feel threatened by me, I don't feel threatened by you, and we just blend our individuality for strength, right? And you're not going to do it exactly the same way that somebody else does it. And no matter how much you share with them, they're not going to become you. So there's still that thing about having your unique proposition, things that you offer and do differently than somebody else, regardless of whether you're sharing. The sharing doesn't take anything away from you and it doesn't stop you from getting what you need to get out of. You came to me and you said, let's do this together when it comes to the holiday decorating, because that's something that we have offered in the past, but it's kind of something that you want to get into. And when we built something and you offered your house generously and we combined resources. I brought my pumpkins and things and we created a fall decor all over your house and we did the tablescaping and everything. Anyone following us on Instagram, Stella Interiors, Genesis Home Staging, we're constantly putting stuff out. And the collaboration can go beyond just the two of us because you brought in a videographer as well, just a friend that you knew that helped us, that filmed the whole process. One thing that I wish that we filmed that I forgot was, James, when he was filming it, he was like, wow, everything just changed before my eyes. First of all, we had the fall decorations and then we took everything out and it became Christmas. And it was like, what? Right before his eyes. I wish we had filmed that process. But that's the thing. We're always so busy doing stuff that we don't
Next
talk.
time, we know better for next.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was fascinating to see. So another aspect of collaboration is running a business, like you said, can be overwhelming and then it can be solitary, because it's different when you were maybe in corporate and you had co-workers to talk to. I know that we have a lot of like late night phone discussions after the day is done and you're so stressed, maybe we're dealing with or something not going right or something. It is so comforting. And we do this three ways sometimes with Catherine. Shout out to Catherine. You need to get on the podcast too.
We love you, Catherine.
I know. I love my girls. It's like we have these staging sisters, and Catherine is on the other side of town, but sometimes she too gets so busy that she'll send clients to me, especially if they're in my market. And the beauty of it is that she and I do this so well that she would send someone to me because they want something in my market or she's too busy. But next time that client comes back to me, I'm going to send them back to her. Like, hey, this is your client. Unless she's too busy to take it, I'm not going to take over her client. So we trust one another that way, that we work well. Collaboration has a way of opening doors because when you team up with someone else, you're connecting with them in so many different ways and reaching their own clients too. And this is not like a client takeover. For example, we're also having this weekend coming. We're having a warehouse sale, combined warehouse sale. And this time, it's not even just the two of us. There are other two, I think one or two other stagers. Talk to us about that.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. Collaboration in the way of the warehouse sale is working spectacularly, not only just for us, but for our clients as well and for shoppers, because now they just have a larger inventory. It's going to be more worth their time to come and check out all the inventory between three stagers. I mean, that's really amazing and almost kind of unheard of to be able to shop the inventory of three staging companies.
Yeah, and it's kind of that time of year where we're all either overstocked and on top of being overstocked, you're planning to get new inventory, refresh for the new season. So it's a time that we're all going through the same thing. And that's what I'm saying about finding your tribe. People who are experiencing exactly the same thing that you are, and then join forces to find ways to leverage that unity for the advantage of everyone involved, not just us. Like you said, even the clients, now they have a bigger pool of things that they can, shop from. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
And also, I want to mention too, the great thing about collaboration too is when you're talking to agents and you're submitting a bid or whatever, just when you're talking to them and when you show agents that you can play nice and work well with other stagers, they love that, or that you're knowledgeable about another stager and their inventory or how they work. It's just a great thing to do. It shows unity again within the staging community to others that are professional businesses.
Yeah, and the fact that, you just mentioned that, because there are some jobs that will come my way and I'll be like, oh, this is over glam and this is Chan. So I will send that to you. And the thing is, it just makes everything so much easier when you can take care of your clients in that way. So they come with a project that is way out of your realm, or you don't carry that kind of inventory, but you can still hook them up with the right person, people that you know and trust. But without knowing and trusting that person, I'm not going to send them to a random stager. I'm going to send them to somebody that I know and trust their work and the integrity of what they do. And so this is where just partner with people. Then don't make it a one-sided thing, because everybody has something to give. Like you said, I can lean into you for so many different things. You can lean into me for business and, processes and systems. And just everybody has something to give. But if you come with the mentality of just taking, of course, that relationship is not going to work.
Yes. And I also think it's really important, especially for newer stagers too, to lean into each other, because you may have not built up your inventory yet, or as Joe K mentioned, maybe, a home came to you, but it might be too big or a different style than what you usually choose. I know a lot of times starting out, like a luxury level, if you're not able to make it, or you just haven't built up the inventory to have that much furniture yet, these are great opportunities to partner up with another stager. That way you could still have the job, but also you can elevate yourself in that way, be able to take on the job. You have photos for your marketing, and then you build on that experience as well. You're learning to work well with others, and once you do that, it becomes a referral type of thing that Joe K has been talking about. And there's definitely times in the spring where we're so booked up that we don't really want to turn down someone, but we want to make sure we're taking care of them too. So that's where, the trusted referral back and forth is just so important. So find someone you admire, and those are the best people, I feel, to reach out and build a relationship with.
A lot of people are willing to help. But if you don't reach out and you have this mentality of I'm guarding my secrets, because honestly, there's no secret in business. Everything is out there. You can learn anything you want to learn, and nobody's ever going to do it the same way that you do. So that was a good discussion, I think. Do you have anything else to add?
I think we've done great, and we've hit on a lot of things, and I think we've pretty much said it. I mean, the only thing is, like you said, pretty much the business is pretty much the same clear across the board. There's going to be slight variations, but again, collaborating, bringing things together is so great. Even for me, sometimes within my own business, I love it when I have new employees coming in. Just kind of like also the collaboration, just because every individual brings something different. And sometimes when I have a new employee and they come in and they do something a little different, I'm just like, oh, I really like that. I've been staging for a long time, but I've never thought to use that item that way.
Yeah.
And so, the same comes from businesses collaborating with each other. You just see things in a new, different way. And, it just you can never stop learning. There's always so much to learn and be appreciative of.
Agree. And how our people sometimes, maybe you're so busy, you need help. I send you my people and vice versa. So there's just no limit to the level of collaboration and the things that you can gain from one another from that community. So I love that. Thank you for joining me on this discussion. That was so fun. And let's go out there and keep making all the connections and create something beautiful together. I want to leave with these final words from the Bible that I live by. Two are better than one because they have good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. That is from Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. And we are all designed for fellowship, for community. It is how we're created to live, work, and thrive. And that it's a wrap.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joke. I appreciate the invite.
Thank you for joining me. I'll see you at the warehouse.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Business of Homestaging podcast. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me on this episode and keep doing all the things until next time.